Welcome back, everybody, and happy Friday. Today we have stories on a higher reward for a Montgomery cold case, an item carried 80 miles by tornado, and conjoined twins born by C-section. My name is Ike Morgan, and we are down in Alabama. An Alabama cold case murder now has a $35,000 reward attached to it, reports AL.com's Howard Koplowitz. In January 1991, Elizabeth Spence of Lafayette was found dead in the trunk of a Daihatsu Charade in Montgomery. She was 27 years old. This week, Central Alabama Crime Stoppers added $5,000 to the reward fund for information leading to a conviction. Damon Lewis is the lead attorney over the cold case unit at the Montgomery County DA's office. Quote, "Enough time has gone by to tell what they know, that they're not afraid to come forward with information that they've had for a long time." Spence left behind a 5-year-old son, and her sister, Chris Powell, said their mother grieved herself to death not long after the murder. We're now just a few days away from the 10th anniversary of the April 27, 2011 tornado outbreak, and some of the anecdotes that came out of that day had to do with items that were carried so many miles by the storms. For example, things from Tuscaloosa were found in the Birmingham area. We were a couple miles away at our house from a tornado track and still had insulation and paperwork in our yard from Lord knows where. Well, AL.com's Tandra Smith reports that the driver license of a woman who died during last month's Calhoun County, Alabama tornado has been found in Georgia. 7-year-old Cole Weaver was playing baseball with his dad in their Calhoun, Georgia backyard when he found the driver license, according to WRCB. Now, I'll pause here to say for those who are not from the South, we have a lot of things named Calhoun down here. It almost competes with Washington and Jefferson. So the license was carried by tornado from Calhoun County, Alabama to Calhoun, Georgia. That's about 80 miles as the crow flies. It had belonged to Barbara Harris, who died at age 68, along with 2 relatives in their mobile home when it was struck by an EF2 tornado on March 25th of this year. 2 new Alabamians came into the world in Philadelphia this week. Conjoined twin baby girls Susanna and Elizabeth Castle, reports AL.com's Carol Robinson. The baby girls were just under 5 pounds each. Mom Stephanie had a C-section Thursday morning. Dad Dwight is pastor of missions at Redeemer Community Church in Avondale. They posted on Facebook, quote, "The girls are beautiful and sweet, and we love them so much already, even though we haven't been able to see them a lot. They both need some supplemental help with breathing, and Elizabeth especially has not transitioned her breathing fully, so is on a CPAP," end quote. So there's a lot of rejoicing and a lot of praying going on right now. The girls have separate brains, separate heads, and separate limbs, and they now have found out a biggie. They have separate hearts as well. Now that means the plan is to do a separation surgery later this year. Said Dwight Castle, "That doesn't guarantee they'll live. Doesn't guarantee the separation will happen or that it will go really well. There's a lot of hopeful indications for all of those things, but our hope has to ultimately be in Him." That's Him with a capital H. Thank y'all so much for listening. Have a great weekend. We'll be back here on Monday. Until then, stop by and see us anytime you can. We're open 24 hours a day and 7 days a week on the World Wide Web at AL.com.